Again, here's another thing with gain. This was 55% for my 2D gain and 50% for my color gain. Factory setting. When you turn that on, those are the settings that show up on your machine. If you don't touch those, this is what you're getting. It looks fine. That's probably what everyone is used to seeing. This other image is with the exact same everything. All I did was turn down the 2D gain. Our machines want to write the 2D information before the color information, and you lose a lot of your color data when that happens. So if this person had a PVL through here, I wouldn't get to see it. I can't even see the blood going through the valve itself. All I'm seeing is just 2D noise. But just by turning the gain down, I'm able to see that there might be a little bit of PVL there on the anterior side of that, but I'm also able to see the blood flow through the valve. I see that there's no turbulence. I see that there's no thrombus on the valve that's causing any kind of strange movement of the blood through there. But the only adjustment I made was all I did was turn down my 2D gain. So when you're doing color with anything, especially for qualifying patients, if you're trying to find out in a 3-chamber or 5-chamber where to place your CW marker, you can go blind and just start at the RV and just sweep through the aortic valve until you get the highest gradient. Or you can turn your gain down, you click zoom in on the 3 or 5-chamber, turn your 2D gain way down, and turn your color on. What you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to see that color go through the aortic valve, and when you see that passage, that orifice there, that's where you put your CW, and then you take 2 CW images instead of 6. So this is something that I like to show everybody, is that just the fact that we didn't have to touch scale, we didn't have to adjust anything else. All I did was turn 2D gain down. And that just made this image all that much more better. It's more information for the doctor, they can see it, they can appreciate it. And again, if there was anything wrong with this valve, we'd be able to appreciate it a lot better. X-plane, so I assume everyone's machine hopefully has X-plane within here. We like to teach everybody sweep through the valve to look for paravalvular leak. If you have X-plane, you can put it right at the strut tips and you can recognize PVL immediately. You don't have to worry about, did I get enough beats on the screen so when I swept through the valve, the physician could see it? If you just put that on, you can then see, oh, there's a PVL there, and then you can just adjust the probe right to that PVL, and then you can see it in the long axis and in the short axis. But by doing an X-plane and having your gains adjusted appropriately, you can pinpoint that PVL, adjust your probe accordingly, and then you're not worried about sweeping through the valve, trying to look for something that may or may not be there. And it saves time because you're not adjusting more beats on the screen.